I'm Brandon McMillan, and for 7 years I had the amazing job of finding new forever families for over 150 lucky dogs. Today, watch along with me as I revisit one of my favorites, a photogenic Lhasa Apso named Wilson, who really lights up in front of a camera. Plus, I drop in unannounced to surprise Wilson and Jeff for a reunion that you won't want to miss.
The West Valley Shelter just contacted me, and they said they have a 2-year-old Lhasa Apso mix they found on the street as a stray. He has what's known as cherry eye.
I remember this guy well. Cherry eye is pretty common with dogs in shelters. A lot of dogs get it, a lot of dogs are prone to it, and that was a big reason why this dog was getting overlooked at the shelter. He was there for a long time, and he was what's called on the red list, and red list means you are at the end of the road.
There you are. You're all kisses, wags, and smiles.
Let me see this eye, huh? Let me see this little eye.
Cherry eye, or prolapse of the third eyelid, usually requires surgery, a step many new dog owners are unwilling to undertake.
That's why nobody wants you. That's too bad. Don't worry, we'll get you all healed up and get out of here. Before I can even think about training Wilson, I need to get his eye taken care of.
It's amazing to me that something the size of a little blueberry can make a dog unattractive and unadoptable in the shelters. And you simply take that little tiny imperfection away, and now you'd have a line that stretches around the block that would adopt this dog.
All right, guess what?
2 weeks post-surgery, Wilson gets the thumbs up and is cleared to start training.
How about we get rid of that awful thing? Much better, right?
Thank you so much. Much more comfortable. It's all right, come on.
Let's go meet the pack. Come on, Wilson. Morning, you guys having fun? Go on, make friends. Make friends. Lots of them around here. You're gonna like it here. Go play. We start work tomorrow. Come on, step into my office.
Wilson now sets his sights on training.
Today I'm going to do Wilson's assessment of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. What do you know? What do you know? Come here. Can you sit?
It's pretty rare where I get a dog without a sit command. Sit is so basic that even the people that barely put any training in their dog, the dog typically has a sit. Usually the dogs that we teach a sit to is only like 4-month-old puppies.
Now, things got really interesting when I did the heel command. That's a heel. Nope, nope. Not only did he not know the command, but he did what's called leg crossing. And this is where the dog actually tries to shoot between your legs as you're walking. Nope, watch the feet. This right here is dangerous for both of us because he's a small dog. He can get severely injured from my size, my legs, and I could in turn get injured as well because he could trip me and I could fall. So this problem had to be fixed right then and there.
And training it requires one of Brandon's most important and effective tools, the lure stick.
The lure stick is a long stick, and at the end I could put treats. This way I don't have to lean over constantly. I can seamlessly feed the dog. From here, I take one big step forward. I'm luring him with the lure stick. He starts going for it, and I simply move my back leg forward.
I love dogs like this. What they do is a process of trial and error with timing. And what I do first is I just let them understand the fact that if they lunge for it, it's gonna move away.
So once he learned not to cross between my legs, I figured I already have the lure stick. It's a perfect opportunity to go ahead and teach him the heel command.
What I was doing is I was holding the end of the stick about 6 inches from his snout. It's a classic thing I do. I time it to where I want to see their sense of control. And he was trying to time it just right. This is a typical trial and error process. It seems short here as I'm watching the episode, but it's probably about a 30-minute process before he finally gave up. He stopped that little game he was playing and he said, okay, fine, I'll just do it your way.
Wilson's proficiency is impressive, but his efficiency is what really catches Brandon's eye.
He picked it up very quickly. In fact, he learned the heel command much quicker than most dogs I've ever trained, so I see a lot of potential in this dog.
With Wilson off to a good start, Brandon gets word of a potential adopter, Jeff, an active man in Los Angeles looking to recapture the companionship of his youth.
I grew up with a dog, and we were super close. He passed when I was about 19 years old, and I've always thought about getting another dog ever since he passed. I feel like I have so much love to give a dog. And I was held off just because of work.
Work being Jeff's thriving photography business.
I shoot actors' headshots pretty much every day of the week. And the rest of the time, I'm either doing a wedding or corporate photos or events. I've been thinking about using a dog as the mascot for my business because everyone loves dogs.
And while some people might shy away from Wilson's initial imperfections, Jeff only sees inspiration.
I thought, you know what, I think it'd be one of those diamonds in the rough. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Today I'm gonna go meet Jeff. He's looking for a dog that fits a profile a lot like Wilson, so I'm gonna go over and get to know him a little better.
I grew up with a dog.
What kind?
He was a cockapoo, Dusty. He was the little fluffy guy. He was really playful, intelligent. I'll never forget that dog. And I've been wanting a dog for the last 20 years.
So what kind of things do you want to do with him?
Take him for long walks. I'm gonna take him to the park. I'm gonna go hiking with him. And then, I'm looking for a mascot for my photography business.
Define mascot, what do you mean?
Maybe I'll work him into the face of my photography.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do some photo shoots with him too.
What Jeff told me is actually music to my ears because this is right up Wilson's alley.
It was kind of ironic Jeff wanted his dog to be a studio dog. That's my entire background. I trained animals for the movies for 15 years, so this came very natural to me.
Not every dog is meant to be a studio dog. Some dogs love it, others can't stand it. The only way to find out if Wilson's gonna like it is get back at the ranch and start testing him and training him.
I'm a little worried because Brandon said not all dogs are made to be studio dogs, and so I'm hoping Wilson will at least be able to sit for a while so I can take some pictures of him.
No?
Wilson's star is on the rise.
Okay.
Having arrived at Lucky Dog Ranch with little training, he's surpassed Brandon's expectations by blazing through all 7 common commands.
He was very fast to train. He responded very nicely, so kind of surprising.
And after meeting potential owner Jeff, Brandon may have just the thing.
Because Jeff's a photographer, he expressed a lot of interest in having Wilson be his mascot. So I'm gonna take it one step further for Jeff. I'm gonna turn Wilson into a dog model.
Though Wilson has a face for pictures, working the camera is only a small part of the modeling process. Becoming a true studio dog requires a more advanced skill set.
One of the most important things I have to teach him is the mark. Like any actor or model, it's an exact point where they have to stand on while getting their picture taken. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach Wilson today.
See that? No, hold on. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Good, good, good. Look at that.
The first step in this process, introducing Wilson to the clicker.
The reason why I chose a clicker here is because sometimes when you say the word good boy or good girl, the dog doesn't respond as well as the magic tool, the clicker. With a lot of shelter dogs, I noticed that they have a negative response to a voice, mainly because a lot of them were dumped at the shelter, and surprise, surprise, they were yelled at.
With Wilson acclimated to the clicker, Brandon can move on to the fundamentals of mark training.
Much like an actor hits a mark whenever they're in any shot, whether it's a movie, commercial, or TV show. The dogs, they have the same rules. A lot of people think that you just teach a dog to stay and that's it, the dog will stay and you can focus on the dog, but it's very difficult when you have a camera, and if you say stay, the dog might stay here and the camera's focused here. So that's why the whole point of the mark is to get them to hit an exact point so the camera can focus on it.
Good, good, there you go, nice.
I want you to sit up.
With Wilson hitting his marks, Brandon exposes him to other essential modeling skills, like sitting up,
There you go, perfect.
keeping his head down,
Keep the head down. There you go. There you go.
and holding an object in his mouth.
Okay, hold it. This is a very useful technique because a photographer loves nothing more than a dog that holds objects in their mouth. Good, okay.
Good, 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 there you go. There you go.
So far, I've taught Wilson how to pose and how to hit his mark. Now it's time to work on his fashion sense.
Not all dogs are built for this, what we're doing right here. You can have 10 dogs and try to teach them how to wear clothing and, especially sunglasses. I promise you about probably 6 or 7 of them will just shake it off right away and they'll not be okay with it. He actually didn't put too much of a fight up. He really doesn't care. It's a personality type when it comes to this type of training.
Good, right there. Before long, he's holding the sunglasses on his head for 2 and 3 minutes at a time.
There you go, focus on me. Good, 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 good.
Next comes the hat.
Watch this, you ready, ready? Oh my gosh, look at that.
Before long, Officer Wilson is officially on duty. And while this may seem like a simple game of dress-up, each command is firmly anchored in fundamentals.
You can't do advanced training until you get the obedience down. Think about before you get to college, you have to go through grade school, then middle school, then high school. That's what the 7 common commands are, the foundation.
Good, 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 good. There you go, there you go. Okay, everything off, everything off. Come here. Look at that, all done, all done. Just for that, I'm not gonna cuff you. Good boy, come on. There you go.
Wilson's future is looking bright.
Good, good, good.
He's poised to become a professional dog model.
Good, good, good.
But before his official photo shoot, Brandon must make certain Wilson can handle the spotlight.
Strobe lights are a staple in every photography studio. Some dogs really don't like them, and others don't really care.
To see how Wilson will respond, Brandon sets up a mini studio in the training barn.
Get comfy. What are these big lights?
You could have a dog that does every trick in the book, and suddenly you put them in a studio environment and they collapse. The strobes, the lighting, and all the chaos on set, that's where the rubber meets the road with these dogs. So the fact that he actually didn't get scared of the strobes was music to my ears.
You're ready for your photo shoot. Come on.
With training now complete, it's time to test Wilson in a professional studio environment.
I'm taking him to my friend Jamie's studio. He'll be the one photographing him.
What's up, man? Good to see you. What do you think? You can get some good shots tonight? I think we can.
Now he's about to hit the big leagues. He's gonna be under more lights, more props, more awkward objects, more outfits. On top of all of this, he's gonna have a stranger in his face with a camera. This really will be the ultimate test for Wilson. As we begin, I lay the mark down.
You ready? Hit the mark.
And what does Wilson do? He overshoots it, walks right over.
Come here.
Wilson is not a seasoned vet yet. He's still new at the game.
Stay. Stay. Hit the mark. Hit the mark. Good, 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 good. There you go. Good.
The second Wilson hits that mark, Jamie just starts snapping away.
Take a look, see what we got.
So what do you think?
I think he's extremely photogenic, this little guy. Hitting his mark, just like a pro.
Having added a headshot to his portfolio, it's now time to show off his other commands in a fashion shoot.
So as Jamie's taking the picture, I have Wilson sit up.
There's easygoing and there's very difficult to work with. So he was such an easygoing personality. You could probably train this dog to do a backflip over the house. He wouldn't put up a fight. So his personality was just built for this.
Good boy, Wilson. Good.
Now it's time to test him on the final outfit, which is much more than an outfit. It's more like an environment. This setup has it all. A Santa outfit, presents, and toys.
Hold it there. Hold it.
On top of all this, he also has to hold a ribbon in his mouth to make it look like he's untying the present. He did something that I did not expect. He's so secure and confident with that hold it command now, he actually lifts the present up in the air. He impressed me so much that it was time for the final outfit.
Good job, buddy. You look tired. Well, don't go to sleep with me just yet, because we got one more outfit change. What do you think of that one? Let's take one more picture. Come on.
1 week ago, Wilson, the 2-year-old Lhasa Apso mix, got his big break when Brandon discovered him at the shelter. Now, after training at Lucky Dog Ranch, he's on the verge of booking his first big campaign, becoming the face of Jeff's photography business.
The way I set it up was a little bit differently. I told Jeff that I just wanted to come over and talk with him again.
How's it going?
So, I just wanted to come by and check your place out again, and I actually brought a friend with me to check it out too. Do you mind if I bring him?
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
Wilson, come here. Come on.
Whoa! I thought Brandon was coming over just to talk, like do another kind of consult, and then all of a sudden Wilson comes running in, and I'm just like, what?
I've seen every range of emotion when people get their dogs, from, happy to sad. In the case of Jeff here, it was obvious that this moment, it brought him back to his childhood, because he hadn't had a dog since childhood. So it literally brought him back to being 8 years old again. And sometimes you want to be a kid again, even if it's just for a minute.
It's crazy when you look at the pictures of Wilson.
It gets better.
He's like the perfect dog. What? He's like a dog supermodel.
So what do you think?
I think that he's gonna be the perfect mascot.
You want to try it yourself?
Yeah.
Get your camera, come on.
Okay.
Hit the mark. This is kind of the final test to see what he was capable of. I've lost track how many times I've gone through a whole training camp with a dog, and everything goes well with me and everybody else that's working with him, and suddenly you bring him to the new family and things just fall apart right there. But this boy, he didn't let me down.
As the minutes rolled by, I started backing off further and further, allowing Jeff to take full control of his new dog model.
Nice.
You're so cool.
Think you can handle it from here?
Yeah.
Well, then he's all yours.
Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome. See you, Wilson.
It's been nearly a decade since Brandon brought Wilson and Jeff together. Little do they know that Brandon is at this park right now, getting ready to surprise them.
So last time I saw this boy, he was wearing a big Santa Claus outfit.
No way!
He was wearing a big Santa Claus outfit.
Yes!
And he's holding an American flag.
No way!
What's up, dude?
Hi,
Yeah.
okay. You remember me, don't you? Hi.
I was so surprised to see Brandon, and I was so thrilled to see Brandon because he found me the perfect dog, and Wilson was excited to see him too. Like, you could tell that he recognized him. It was such a great surprise.
He looks good.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's gonna be 11 next month.
Man.
Yeah.
What's it been? 8 or 9 years?
Almost 9 years, yeah.
So catch me up with him. What's going on with him?
He's the best boy ever.
Look at you.
I mean, I remember the first year I had him, and I was like, I love him so much. And then year after year, you're just like, I thought I loved him. Now I really love him, you know? And then now it's just, we're just inseparable, and, you know, he makes me cry. I love him so much. I'm gonna cry because Wilson is everything to me. He's my best friend. He's taught me how to live for somebody else. And he's taught me unconditional love and reminds me that every day to just wake up joyful. Because he wakes up every day and he's just excited to see me. Like, dude, we're alive and we get to spend time together. It just makes life better. No, he's my boy. Yeah, he's turned me into a softie, for sure.
Is he still the mascot?
I didn't put him on the website, so I actually get emails from people of like, I saw you on Lucky Dog. I don't see Wilson on your website.
He's not an influencer yet?
No, it's so funny. I did start a social media account for him. Now I just include him on my business social media because people always respond to those.
Any funny stories with him?
I got a cat.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh, I was like, this kitten is so cute. I was like, this just feels right. Like, let's do it. Take the kitten home. And Wilson is just like, what is this thing? He doesn't know how to react. And she kind of hissed, little baby hiss at him. And I was just like, oh, please let them get along. Please let them get along. And then it took like a week. And I was like, it's happening. It's happening. We have so many funny videos. I mean, ever since then, they play with each other. And his favorite toy is actually her toy, the caterpillar on the stick.
Oh, really?
He goes crazy for that thing.
That's funny.
And he'll get his heart rate going. Like, that's his best exercise, is that thing. Yeah, you taught him so well. You taught him all the fundamentals, and I taught him couple little tricks. I don't know, you won't be impressed, but to me, I was like,
you never know.
He's the smartest dog. He picked up right away. Roll over. Good boy, good job. Good job. Sit. Have a kiss. Kiss, good job, sit. Beg. Good job, good boy, that's a good job.
Dude, you're hired.
I have to give him credit. I mean, I'll keep Wilson in my heart for the rest of my life, and it'll always be tied to Brandon. He just loves to make me happy.
He was always that
It's
dog.
unbelievable. Yeah.
You know, I can't take responsibility for his personality.
Brandon said that that's just in Wilson's nature, which that makes my heart even warmer. I tell him, I say, I got you on Lucky Dog, but I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I got the best dog. So I try my best to be the perfect dad because he's the perfect dog.
From hopeless to a home, that's my mission. One dog at a time.